Talk to me about Syracuse when you were there. Did you follow the Orange? Were you a part of Boeheim? Did you follow the football team? Do you stay in touch with Syracuse?
Yeah, so I obviously do television now, but prior to 4 years ago, my whole career was in radio, and that all got started at Syracuse, at WAER, which is the radio station that almost all the Syracuse broadcasters have worked at some point in time. And I was a diehard Syracuse basketball fan. I got there the fall of '03. They had won the title in the spring of '03. So I missed out on the title, and it was kind of some lean years for the basketball team. But I do have a decent kind of anecdote about my time there. I think sophomore year there, I'm at a basketball game, and the way the Syracuse student seating works is, I think a lot of places are like this. It's first come, first serve. So if you line up long enough, you can end up with front row student seats. And I'm at a basketball game because I don't have to work it for the radio station that day. And I'm assuming I've had a few pops, and we're trying to lead some cheers, like for the student section before the game starts. And this little toddler comes walking by. He was probably, 2 or 3 years old. It's a little hazy for me. Yeah, maybe a little bit older. And I think, you know what? I've got a great idea. I'm going to grab this kid, put him on my shoulders, and he's going to lead the cheer with us. And so I do it. And then I put the kid down, and I see standing, staring at me, looking kind of amused but a little displeased, is Julie Boeheim. And I'm like, oh, my God. I picked up Boeheim's kid. Smash cut to this week.
No.
That kid's Buddy Boeheim. Yeah. I didn't know it at the time, but at the time, it's the only thing that works. So I led Buddy Boeheim, helped him lead as a toddler. He doesn't know this, in a cheer to the Syracuse student section before a very mediocre Syracuse team in 2005 probably went on to lose. But that's a true story.
Oh, that is pretty awesome. Buddy Boeheim, what a tournament for him, at least a good first couple games. What did you think of your alma mater's run in this year's NCAA tournament?
Yeah, listen, I was thrilled. For a long time, it looked like we weren't even going to make it. And then we annihilate our round one competition, have a fun game in round two. And I will admit, I started seeing Final Fours dancing in my head when I saw how the bracket was breaking, especially when it looked like Rutgers was going to beat Houston. But then when Houston won, I knew that was going to be a tough putt for us. One other little anecdote, the star player for Houston, Quentin Grimes, I know him. I don't know him as well anymore, but my son and he played on the same basketball team the last year I lived in Houston.
Wow.
So my son's junior year, they were on the same summer AAU team. And you could just tell he was a pro. My son, to give you a context of how good these players were, my son was probably the worst player on this summer travel team. And he was a fringe Division I prospect, my kid. He ended up playing JUCO ball. Quentin, of all these kids, everyone played some level of college basketball, was head and shoulders better than all of them. And I was like, oh, this guy's going to be a pro. And he went to Kansas, and it didn't work out. And now he's got Houston in the Final Four. He is going to go back. I think he's going to be a lottery pick probably. So I was sad Syracuse lost, but I was so happy for Quentin Grimes and his family that they get this moment because he's such a good kid, not even a kid anymore, and a really, really great player.
Hey everyone, this is No Gamble, No Future. All the sports betting, and Brent, really just all the pure degeneracy.
You gotta risk it to get the biscuit. Like and subscribe.
Please.